That doesn't make me feel
It went
good.
live. We're live. All right. That's it. Hey guys, we're back just like clockwork, punching in right on time. Every time, reliably. You could trust us more than a pacemaker. We're going to be here right when we're supposed to be. So, anyway, moving on. For a suggestion from Daniel slash Danger slash Druto slash Theoden,
Oh no.
we're going to view a clip of ourselves from last time.
This is the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
So, if you guys don't have any more business,
I love this.
How's Jonas? How's his family? Are they okay? We didn't hear from them for forever.
Oh yeah, they're getting rolling, man. He's such a cool guy. I could talk to him all day.
I love Jonas. He's been my best business associate ever. Yeah, he's always been straight with me, and really good customer. I love that guy.
Mm.
Yeah, Jonas is back in business. We killed off all the pirates, and now he's back doing his thing.
Pirates.
Please make it stop.
I'm realizing how bad of a day this is.
I don't know if
Watching
you
the
guys
same
have picked
clip.
up on this, but we don't particularly like pirates.
I think
here.
I think the only thing we really need to do is just constantly talk over the previous clips instead of actually sitting there and listening.
Actually watching it.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
That way the confusion can reach maximum velocity. It can reach escape velocity.
Right.
So they'll escape from watching this video forever.
So quick sidebar. I saw a YouTube video where they took every single episode of MASH and played it simultaneously in as a tiny little section of the
like
screen.
in a collage or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. They played that, and the audio it just sounded like a crowd of people talking. Because that's exactly what it was. It was just a crowd of people talking.
Yeah. Even the same person talking hundreds of different times simultaneously, it's just going to sound like a waterfall or something.
Right.
In different ways and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Well, so next time we're going to view a clip of ourselves watching that clip. We're going to incept this as far back as we can. Here's the funny part.
Oh, no.
Here's what's going to happen. This time you could kind of tell what the original scene was, but eventually it's just going to be us talking over us, talking over us, talking over us, talking over us.
And what's especially hilarious is that we're not going to be able to actually communicate during the thing because we're not going to be able to realize which one of us is talking now and which one of us is talking then.
We're going to have to learn sign language just to be able to.
I'm okay with this.
Yes. So that's our weekly inception. Step one. Okay, so last time you guys were meeting with Bally and setting up for the equipment to be delivered to you so that you could transport it back. And you left and you met the dude that looked like he was up to no good, Poro Schiff. And he was kind of standing outside and saw you guys leaving Bally's place. And that's where you left off. So you had been told it's going to be some hours before he could really give you word about like the whole schedule, when everything would be ready. And so I think you guys were headed to maybe back to the ship or to get something to eat. It's been a week, so I can't quite remember.
I think we ate before we went to
We did eat before.
Valley Josto's place. So we're
And
obviously going to eat again.
It was amazingly good. I don't remember what it was, but I remember that much.
It was spicy noodles. That's what it was.
Sounds
Do
good.
you remember what the dish was called?
No. Not
Yeah,
even
hang
a
on.
We'll
little.
get it on video.
I don't
Sorry?
think we need to pull it up.
No, we're not going to now. I'm saying I can later.
Okay.
I thought I had it written down, but I don't.
I thought I had it written down too.
I took a note. I think it was the name of the name of the restaurant, because all I have written down is Slumpy Glump.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the restaurant. That is the restaurant. I definitely wrote that down somewhere. I may have it in another notebook. Anyway, so let's say you guys were headed back to your ship, but of course, if you want to change your mind and head anywhere else, you can do that at any time. You guys want to head back to your ship?
I'm going to head back in a sort of erratic fashion, just
You
in
might
case
call it
there's
a-
anyone
You might call it a
following me.
zigzag.
Yeah. 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 Ral
Okay.
saw the guy who was up to no good, so he's not gonna just beeline it straight back to his ship.
Okay. So so you guys are walking along, and Druto, do you notice that he's just kind of like making some odd turns? Or are you just kind of lost in thought, and or just like obsessed with watching around you? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What's your mental state?
Let's see, he'd probably get confused, like trying to watch around him and then trying to see where Ral was going and like, wait, what? Why is he going over that way? And then follow him and then try to keep track and then I think eventually he would pick up on it, but it would definitely not be right away. And then he would probably be totally good with it. Like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, we'll do this.
Okay, so you're walking along, Ral, and you kind of hear Druto mumbling to himself.
Well, considering what I know about Druto, this isn't terribly unusual.
So you just kind of roll with it.
Yeah, he does that sometimes.
Druto.
Weird kid, you know.
So I believe you took a bus to get over near to the restaurant.
It was either that or a taxi
I
or
think it was
something.
a taxi.
A taxi. Okay.
I think so.
So do you want to take a taxi or walk across the entire city?
I vote for taxi.
We're going it on foot.
Just
No.
for that, we're going it on foot. Hey, as a reminder, here's what the
We still
city
got
looks
it.
like.
Do we still have the spaceport?
Oh man.
What?
Nothing.
Yeah, we'll
Look,
take a taxi back.
Just in case you ever doubt that I keep track of everything,
Hmm.
I do.
No, I don't really.
This is useful infographic
I don't really
material.
remember what the things down
or
at the bottom
something.
are. Could you explain that again?
It's a branching start. See, it kind of branches out like a set of veins.
I see.
Like a
I see.
capillary system would.
Okay. Man, it's
a
really veiny
spaceport.
then.
They're landing pads. Well, I'll take your word for it. So, actually useful information at this time. It's a map of the city as soon as it pops up.
Eventually.
There we go. There we go. So you were over here at Bally's. Did someone just say Minecraft? The city is kind of divided into these circular roads that travel around the city with other roads that kind of bisect that. It's a very heavily planned, very tightly laid out city. This is kind of the residential area. There's a little bit of industry here, a little bit of commercial here. So, and you've been walking this way. You kind of, looks like you were walking into the industrial area. Like there's streets and stuff that pass through the area, but there's not necessarily a lot of people walking around there, like foot traffic, if that makes sense. You'll have more heavier vehicles and such moving around.
Okay.
And in the time that we kind of crossed over, did we notice anybody following us?
So I'm going to guess based on Druto's mindset, he was kind of looking. Nah, you didn't really notice anybody following you.
Okay.
So are you actually going to walk the entire way?
No, we're going to get a taxi eventually.
Okay. So you cross through the industrial area into like the center part of the city to where you feel like you could actually hail a, what did I call it? A hover cab?
A hyper taxi.
A Star Warsy taxi. And this is a pretty upscale part of the city. Like this is where the government center is, and like everything's kind of, right here in the dead center is a big roundabout type thing. There's a bunch of swanky looking people down here. So you hail a cab, you get in, and boy, this alien, you know how an Ithorian kind of has like this broad, almost like a bill on the front of their face with the little eyes on the end. Well, he's kind of like that, except he just has like the stalks sticking out of the side of his head with little eyeballs on the side. And he's got like this little like contraption hanging over his head that like puffs mist on him every once in a while. So you get in and it feels kind of humid in his taxi. He kind of looks back. He like rotates his eye back at you and he says, "Yeah, where you going?"
Hey man, spaceport.
All right, buckle up. He just watches you.
Are there? Do I understand the buckling system? Is it meant for humans?
Yes.
Okay.
There's a standard around the waist harness system available for you to use.
I'm so glad you asked that question.
It was very important.
It's very important.
Yeah, I'll buckle in then.
So you both buckle up. He's got his eyeball pointed back at you.
Person should.
He's got his eyeball pointed back at you. He says, "All right, good," and then he takes off. Sort of not fast at all. Like, in a modern American terms, about 10 below the speed limit. So he's kind of puttering along, and he says, "You guys headed off world?"
Eventually.
Oh yeah. Okay. I guess you're not from around here.
Nope.
All right.
Ral's just looking out the window.
Okay. So where you from? Where you from? Where you hail from?
You know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
All over, huh? Yeah, we get some of those around here. A lot of spacers don't really stay in one place too long. So
Yep.
you here on business or something personal? Something personal?
Sure.
I don't mean to pry. I don't mean to pry. You know, we get people here all the time. People have all kinds of interesting stories. So you married?
My story is not very interesting.
Yeah. Are you married? Are you looking?
Sure.
See, my friend, he's got this fine daughter, and she's wonderful. She's just wonderful. Very bulbous, you know. But uh, for whatever reason, you humans, the human men around here, just don't seem very interested. So he just keeps talking at you the whole way, and it's asking you very personal questions. You know, asking about your income and so on. And finally, you get to the spaceport. He's still asking questions. And even if you just stopped talking, he continued to ask questions and then eventually answer them himself.
Then Druto would get progressively quieter, for sure.
All right, so you get to the spaceport. You pay him. You get out, and I guess you head back to your ship.
Mm-hmm. As fast as possible.
All right, so you get back. You get back to your. I'm not going to bring it up. We all know what it looks like. It's not necessary. You get back to your pad on the spaceport, and well, there's a guy in a uniform standing there with a data pad. Again, he kind of sees you coming. He says, "Oh, yes, sir. I just wanted to update a couple of our records on your stay here. Um, uh, I didn't catch what business you were conducting while you were here."
I'm guessing he says
He's
that to
addressing
Ral.
Ral. Yeah,
Oh,
he's
okay.
addressing Ral.
Oh, hey man, we're just buying parts.
Okay, good, excellent. Yes, we have a thriving parts business here. And who's your vendor? He's kind of looking at his data pad and tapping at it a bit.
Ral's kind of wary of what's going on here.
we're still looking around some. Do you suggest anybody?
Well, I mean, it's not really my place to be involved in business. I don't know. I guess a lot of people use Dankar.
Okay. Druto pretends to pull out his data pad and make a note of it.
All right. Yeah, we just we ask these questions because we like to know what our visitors to the planet are doing so that we can provide better service. So, and here's my contact information. If I didn't give that earlier, he kind of airdrops it, I guess. He kind of makes that available to you on your data pads. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out.
Great. Thanks.
Right. Thanks,
All right.
man.
Yeah. Have a good day. And he leaves. Druto's just like a ball of tension right now.
Mm-hmm.
After the guy leaves, Ral's just like, I don't like the questions those guys were asking.
No. I don't like inspectors.
Hey, me neither. Well, it'll be all right. Anything comes up, we'll handle it.
My ship isn't here. My ship isn't here. My ship isn't here.
He's just like, I want to leave. I just want to go.
Need to get back somewhere safer, somewhere safer than this anyway. Somewhere with known variables, please. All right, so I assume the two of you head up into the ship.
Yeah.
You've still got maybe a couple hours before you would start feeling like, why hasn't Bally called us? So what do you do to spend your time?
I was going to kick back and relax.
The hyper squirrel is waiting for you at the top of the ramp. Whatever you do, he just kind of tags along behind you.
Okay.
What does Ral do when he's relaxing on the ship? This is not something we've seen before.
That's a really good question. He probably either just like takes a nap or maybe watches like any kind of entertainment or anything.
Any kind.
Any kind.
I'm going to bring up a picture.
Okay.
It's a picture that you are familiar with, Mr. Bronar.
I've never seen this before.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Show us on the map where you spend your leisure time, Mr. Bronar. When you're just hanging out, like surely he doesn't just go back to his cabin and lay on the bed staring at the ceiling.
He just lays down. I love my ship. I love my ship. I love it here. I'm so happy right now.
Not creepy at all.
That's Ral Bronar. Not creepy at all.
Not the slightest bit creepy. So is he the kind that would hang out in the cockpit next to the controls? Or is he actually going to go back to the lounge area?
He would probably hang out in the lounge area.
Okay. So
if he doesn't have any kind of like maintenance or checklists or anything he needs to run through.
So let's say he goes and sits back in the lounge area and starts watching a movie on the hollow player that Druto booted up and then closed down eventually because he couldn't figure out how to watch something without paying for it on Ral's account. Okay, so Druto, you're back here with your backpack again.
Okay.
What do you do?
He's gonna look up other part vendors in the area. He's gonna look up that name that the inspector guy threw out because he's still nervous. Was it Denkar or something?
Dankar.
Dankar.
So,
was that name mentioned earlier?
Mod King yes. Dankar.
That's correct. That's the name that that's the name that Bally told you about.
Mm.
It seems like he's connected with Poro Schiff, and when the family Jonas and the others that you guys just rescued,
right,
when they disappeared from the scene, that guy picked up a bunch of the
took over
Starship modding business.
Okay, so I'm gonna look up as much as I can about this person.
Okay, well, he has a location. Obviously, he has a shop where he conducts most of his business. His home address is listed.
Okay.
And he seems to have like a a social media type account available on the local social network. It just has like him posting stuff about his life, like what he had for lunch.
Is it all like
How much
selfies and pictures of lunch?
like he's got a screen capture of his bank account on there.
What?
I'm so rich, dude. I'm Mod King Dankar.
Oh my God.
I didn't say that. You said that.
I imagine
okay,
that's
that-
the kind of personality this particular individual would have.
It gets so much worse.
Is there anything? Yeah, is there anything
If anything, I
sketchy
was underselling it, huh?
that I? And and just in this one case, Joe gets to play another character other than the character he's playing.
No way. I'm keeping this one for myself. Absolutely.
Oh man. Is there anything sketchy that Druto would pick up on? You know, with his extensive
Aside
knowledge.
from posting pictures of his bank account.
Yeah, I mean he's
That's
he's
pretty
gonna look
sketchy.
for something that's gonna gear toward the illegal or violent.
Okay. They're all doing something illegal. it's an paralegal starship modding market. So technically everything they're doing is illegal, including
right.
Jonas and his family.
Sure. I mean beyond that, like hostile takeovers and such.
So let's say you browse onto his business page,
Mm.
and as part of it, like a 3D. Are you looking on your data pad?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so like a
or
video.
recent acquisitions or whatever.
Okay, so a video pops up at the top of the page when you look at it, and it's this dude, and like he looks kind of like he's dressed as a mechanic, if a like a if a weeb fell into a shop and had to like figure out how to dress like a mechanic. And so he's kind of like, hey, my King Dankar here. You want to get your ship modded out? I'll get your ship modded out. Who's the best? I'm the best. I'm the only name in town worth anything. So get down here and get your ship modded.
Oh, no.
And then it includes like it includes like some rates for common mods and stuff down below that.
Is Druto looking up all this stuff in the lounge?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Okay.
so the sound blasted out while Ral's sitting there too, so Ral hears it.
Ral will pause the movie and be like, "What was that?"
It's this guy that other guy works for that the inspector guy mentioned.
The Dankar guy?
Yeah, he seemed really. I don't know. I don't like it.
He might cause some trouble for us down the road. We'll see.
Well, I'm gonna see if I can find anything.
Okay, cool. Tell me if you find anything interesting. Ral, keep
Okay.
watching this movie.
Like every few minutes, Druto will like airdrop or whatever stuff that he's finding. Sitting right next to Ral, he'll just share stuff
Hmm.
that's probably not important. You might need to know this.
Ral's not gonna read any of it while the movie's going. But he'll constantly talk about the movie.
Oh yeah, this is where he
Like,
gets killed.
Oh yeah, see this, he's gonna get killed in like a minute.
He doesn't. You can tell he doesn't even know.
Yeah, the Wookiee's gonna come up behind him and like throw him off the rafters. It's awesome, man.
So then Druto
Druto.
gets distracted and just starts watching the movie.
Okay. So Druto, you do have a search skill, right?
That sounds right. Yes, yes, I do.
It's only been a week, man. So I'm gonna say, because of the way that we recognized the search skill when we rolled your character, I'm gonna say you can use it for searching for information online. I mean, that's basically what you're doing.
Mhm.
We included basically investigation as a part of that skill.
Okay, and that's under perception, right? Search is.
Yeah, it would be.
Okay.
Oh, there's going to be a dice roll.
Ooh.
Yep, and I
forgot
rolled
all
a
about
6 first.
He got a 6.
Okay.
It's math time.
Yay, basic addition.
I can't do
Okay.
it anymore. My brain is
Oh.
atrophied.
Many times.
So I do get to re-roll the 6, right?
Yeah, for a skill roll.
Okay, I got to remember how to do the equation.
1d6 plus 16 should do it.
Okay, but I have to do the pound symbol first.
Yes.
Okay.
I know that will do it. I don't know if it's required.
Okay. Yes, lovely. A whole
Nice.
1 extra.
If it had been
Totally
a
worth
6,
it.
17 is better than 16.
this is true.
Mm.
It'll break a tie with a 16. Everybody knows that. So let's see. So that puts you like in the low end of the difficult range. That's actually quite good. Okay, so you're digging around, and you kind of notice from his social media activity that he tends to like post quite a bit at certain times of day, and he always seems to post pictures of his dinner at the local equivalent of 7:00 at night, and it looks like he's in the same place every time based on the picture. Like the decor looks the same,
Okay.
and in fact that in one of the posts he mentions, yep, one more time having dinner over at Marcy Jane Slumpy's.
Okay. So he'll probably look up where that is too. Marcy
How do you
Jane.
go about looking it up?
Just the search or the maps.
You just search for Marcy Jane Slumpy's.
Yeah.
Okay. So you search, and 45 locations show up in different parts of the city.
Wow.
However, they're not all named Marcy Jane Slumpy's. They just all have some variation of the word slumpy in it.
Okay.
That's exactly what I was hoping was going to happen.
So you guys ate at the Slumpy Glump earlier in the day,
Uh-huh.
and now this dude's eating at some place named Marcy Jane Slumpy's, and there's at least 45 locations in the city where it's a restaurant with the name Slumpy, like the word Slumpy in the name.
Okay. So I guess I'll look through them to see if Marcy Jane pops up.
Okay. So your data pad, like the site that has their local information, allows you to refine your search a little bit more. And it actually puts Marcy Jane Slumpy's up at the top of the list because it's an exact match for what you searched for.
Wonderful.
So you hit that, and
Okay.
let's see. Let's bring up let's do the thing where I show the thing.
How does it compare to the others? Are they all like about the same? I mean, are we talking a ritzy place, or do they all look like they're the same kind of style restaurants?
It's all across the board.
Okay, so okay.
It's all across the board. So in the
Chorbo.
city, Chorbos. Yeah. I don't remember exactly what that place was called. Somebody tried to get you to go there.
Uh-huh.
It was
Is
like
it-
a nice restaurant.
It it was a banner ad.
Oh yeah, right. Right. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Chorbos. I'm gonna have to look that back up.
That was
So I've already used
almost bad.
the letters M and S. So we're gonna use can I draw? I can't draw.
You're
I don't
not
know how
in
to draw. Do you know why I don't know how to draw?
because you're not using draw. Because you don't have the tools to
precisely
draw.
that. Well, you see, if you want to draw, son, what you have to do is open in an app called Drawing. And the app called Drawing lets you draw. So we're going to call it why didn't I draw?
If you try hard enough, you'll draw eventually.
If you click pencil, it might work.
You should believe in the you that believes in you.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh no.
I just incepted myself into believing. Just like we're going to do to ourselves in about 8 weeks. So it's over there. It's on that quadrant of the city.
Actually kind of close to the spaceport.
Not too far. Oh, and you were looking up Dankar's shop. He's actually got a shop not too far from there. Have I
Ooh.
used D yet? I
Doesn't
haven't.
look like it.
That's where his shop is. Normally this would be residential, but like close to the spaceport, things get a little weird, and it tends to be more like space traffic related businesses and so on. So there's hotels, service shops, fuel supply places, and so on. Okay, so that's the result of your searching.
Okay. No news articles noteworthy about infamy or anything like that.
There's not really any news articles on him.
Okay. All right. Well, then yeah, I'll share that with Ral, and then he'll watch the movie and listen
Oh.
closely every time Ral points out this is the point where the Wookiee gets it or whatever.
This guy gets thrown out an airlock. Watch.
See that blaster? That's going to be important later. Remember, it's under the couch.
That blaster hanging above the fireplace.
Oh, nice.
Not bad. Not bad, Normie. Not bad. So okay, so you guys are hanging out, and the film gets to the end, and it finishes. It's been a couple hours,
Hmm.
so it finishes. You guys, do you just start up another one or what?
Ral will get ready to start up another one, but he'll kind of scan through all the information that Druto sent to him real quick.
Okay, so you kind of catch up to speed. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's this location, and looks like he eats there all the time.
Hey, he's right next to the spaceport.
Druto's in the middle of looking up stuff about the movie.
Did he not understand part of it or what?
No, he was just really interested in it, so he wanted to
Okay.
know. Like, we're getting,
Okay,
that was really good, and so he wants to know more about it.
I got it. I got it. So Ral says, "Hey, he's right next to the spaceport."
Huh? What?
This Dankar guy, his place is
Oh.
like right next to the spaceport.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't like it.
So, you think we should just go over there and kill him now, or?
What?
What? That's the best genuine reaction from Druto. So that's we're making that canon, whether you like it or not. That's
Oh,
that's
no.
that's a Druto response.
Yes, yes. Absolutely.
Okay, Ral.
I mean, maybe we should go check it out and stuff. But I mean, if we had to, I guess, but I don't know that we need to kill him. Do I don't think. I don't.
Well, why don't we go check it out? We'll check it out and see if he wants to sell us any parts at a good deal, or if we need to kill him.
Well, I'll bring my stuff.
Cool, man. Ral's just gonna hop up and start lowering the ramp.
All right, Druto
Okay.
gets his armor and blaster back on that he took off just for the movie.
What about his backpack? Are you going to take all of your worldly possessions, or leave it?
No, I'll make sure I keep my data pad. But
Okay.
no, I'm not gonna take everything.
So by this time, it's about say 3:30 in the afternoon. That gave you guys plenty of time to have lunch, meet with Bally, walk a bit, taxi back, and watch a holo vid. Plenty of time for all that. So it's about 3:30. So you get down, you exit the spaceport, and you walk, grab a cab, jump on a bus.
If it's close enough, we'll just walk.
It's pretty close, about 15 minutes. 10-15 minutes walking.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
On the way there, I'll mention that I noticed that he seems to eat at the same time at this other restaurant because he talks about his food all the time.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, it was weird.
And Ral's thinking, so do we like set up an ambush in there, or do we just blow up the shop with the ship, or?
Oh man. It's so weird that this place is so big on anti-piracy, but they have all these semi-legal companies just right here.
But they're not pirates.
Yeah, they're not
but they could
robbing
be.
people.
Unless they are.
Okay, so you start walking, up towards Dankar's place, and your comm buzzes, both of you.
Okay, I'll answer. Hey, this is Ral.
Hey, it's Bally. Hey, have I got both of you on here? Are you both on the call here?
Yep.
Okay, great. So good news and so news. Yeah, we can fulfill about a third of the parts immediately. The so news is the other 2/3. They're here in system. They're just not on the planet. We've got a supplier contact over on one of the other planets here in the system. I don't know if you guys know the system very well, but it's just a short trip over to the other planet, and yeah, they've got almost all of the rest of your parts. There's like one or two things I've still got to work on, but yeah, I think we should have your order fulfillment ready in a couple of days.
Oh, all right. Sounds good, man.
Okay, well, I'll keep working on it. All right. Yeah. Thanks for your business. I'll get back to it. And he hangs up.
All right.
Okay. So you're heading on your way up to Dankar's, and the area is about like what you would expect near a spaceport. A little bit dirty, but not necessarily run down. Everything seems like it's in good maintenance. There's nothing falling apart or just dilapidated or anything like that. Sort of a weird mix of like commercial and industrial type stuff. So there will be a repair shop right next to a nice hotel. It's a little bit random and mishmashed together, but it's got a vibe to it that kind of reminds you of the better parts of Nalhada, or excuse me, Nar Shaddaa.
Kind of feels like home.
Yeah, except you're on this outer road, and you're walking up this outer road, like the outer ring, and outside of it is just wilderness. Because this is the biggest
Sort of
city on
like
the
home.
planet. Yeah, right. Yeah. Nar Shaddaa is city.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like slums, universal slums with spots of nice stuff. This is like a highly planned city and then wilderness. So you're heading up around the ring, and you kind of get to where you can see Dankar's place. You can tell because there's this like big hollow projection sign hanging off the side of the shop out kind of over the road, probably further than it's supposed to. And it's just got a picture of Dankar like cut like a 2-frame animation. So you're pretty sure that's where he is. So what do you do? Do you approach?
Yeah.
How do you approach?
Just walk right up to it.
Okay. So you get up close to the front. There are two very tall, very wide kind of cargo doors. Looks like you could, get some utility vehicles through there without any trouble. And then there's like a sort more of an office-y type door with windows on the outside. You can kind of tell there's a receptionist in there at the desk.
Okay.
So you walk in.
I'll look back at Druto. Hey man, are there any specific parts you're looking to buy?
I don't know. I don't know that trust this guy to get anything.
Well, we don't have to buy anything. Just ask about, something you're interested in.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Where I was thinking, this guy talked our repair buddy's ear off about parts. So,
Yeah.
so he's surely going to be able to start a conversation here.
That's fair to say. Doesn't mean that he wants to.
So Ral looks like he's determined to just like walk right in the front door. Is Druto going along with that, or what? How does he feel about it?
He doesn't feel good about it. He's keeping his eye out for maybe the other guy that he thinks might recognize him, that was supposedly watching him when they left Bally's. I think his name was Poro, maybe.
Poro Schiff.
Yeah. So he's looking out for that guy in particular because he's probably the only one that would recognize him.
Okay, you don't see him around anywhere.
Okay. But yeah, he'll go along with it for now.
Okay, so you guys walk into the front door of the business office-y looking place, and there's a lady sitting at the desk, and she's very attractive. She's very, very, very attractive, and she's sitting there, kind of like playing on a data pad. Looks like she's playing some game on a data pad. She kind of glances up at you as you walk in, and she says, "Yeah, welcome to the Mod Kings."
Hey, man, we're looking to get a. Oh, I just blanked on the word. Okay. We're looking to get an estimate on some parts.
You forgot estimate?
Yes.
Oh, man. I wasn't going to ask, but I figured if you said yes, that would be more embarrassing. So I asked.
I'm very embarrassed and my face is fallen.
So she kind of like glances up at you and she's like, what are you having installed?
Hey, Druto, what was it again?
Huh? What?
The thing you need for your ship. What was it?
He's a kid. I mean, he's still a pretty young guy, so like he totally forgot what he was about to say.
He got very flustered all of a sudden when he walked through the door.
Yes. What?
For your ship.
Oh, oh, right. Yeah. Do you have what shield generators do you have for smaller ships? Say,
She's like, this matchup is perfect. Look, we don't sell parts. Okay, the Mod King mods ships. I don't even know what you're asking about.
Could we talk to one of your mechanics?
Are they working on your ship?
They could be.
Oh, well. All right, here, and she hands over a data pad. Fill out some information about your ship. We'll see what we know about that model and see which one of our people could look at it.
So Druto takes it and he fills out Zickle Lickle's ship or
Rock ship.
Yeah, Bronx. We'll do Bronx.
Yeah, do
Bronx ship would
Bronx.
make more sense.
That's one people actually know about.
Yeah. I don't know that Zickalico would have told him about his ship that much.
Druto's
also-
probably about halfway through filling out the information when Ral's like, wait a second.
Wait, you don't fly a oh.
Yeah, he can't put
Uh-oh.
his own ship on there.
I'm back. Yeah. So Bronx ship would be relatively relatively common in that part of the galaxy. And Zickalickle's ship would be
not be.
unheard of. Like
Right.
no one would know.
Right.
So you wouldn't even be able to fill out the information about it because you'd be
Right.
like, I don't know.
Right.
It looks weird.
Yeah. And he looked at Bronx a lot as well too. And yeah. So let's go with that. And he puts Bronx name down too.
Bronx Chesler.
Oh man.
Okay, so you finish filling it out. I guess you hand back the data pad to her.
This is such a bad idea.
She
Should have
takes-
made up a name, but he panicked.
So she takes the data pad back from me and she just kind of and like taps a few things on it. All right, someone will be with you shortly. And goes back to her game.
Thank you.
No response. All right, so I think this is a good spot to cut it for the week. We'll be back next week, right on time, just like always, on time, like clockwork, for the next round of Star Wars Inception.